What's up guys, it's Rowan here from AOSTV. And when I ask students, what do you want to do with your life when you finish school? One of the most common answers students give me is, I want to study a law degree. And right now, I'm standing in front of Sydney University's law school. And I actually attended here as a student, and I loved my experience of studying law at Sydney University. But despite this, I'm actually going to be sharing with you why you should not study a law degree. That's right, why you should not. I know that sounds controversial, but let's jump in and find out why. So when I decided to study a law degree, I thought it had amazing career prospects. Lots of jobs, great salary. But it turns out I was incredibly wrong. First of all, there's currently about 15,000 students that graduate every year around Australia with a law degree. So that's a lot. But if we put this in the bigger picture, there's about 50,000 students that study a law degree in Australia each year. Even more. And then what's really crazy about all of this is that there's currently only about 66,000 practicing solicitors in Australia. So what we actually have happening here is there is a huge oversupply of legal graduates. So it means that when you graduate with a law degree and you go out to find a job, there's not a lot of work available as a lawyer. It's incredibly competitive. The government predicts maybe there'll be 5,000 new jobs created in the legal industry over the next 4 years. And that's 45,000 students graduating over the next 4 years for maybe 5,000 new jobs. So first of all, the employment prospects are nothing like what I thought and believed when I picked the degree. So what about salaries? Is that a good reason to become a lawyer? Well, if you look at payscale.com.au, they give you the average salary that lawyers in Australia earn. And the average salary is about $70,000, which is okay. The total range that payscale.com.au give is anywhere from $48,000 to $117,000 on the high end. But being frank, the reality is for the amount of hours that you're going to need to work, for the amount of time that you're spending working as a lawyer, the returns really aren't there in terms of the salary that you're getting. In fact, you'd probably be better off becoming a teacher. That's right. Most people don't think of teachers being necessarily well paid, but when you compare it to what a lawyer earns, teachers end up earning in a very similar range, in the sort of $70,000 to $110,000, $120,000 range. And guess what? You get 3 months holiday each year and incredibly rewarding work. So something to think about here is that you shouldn't be studying a law degree if number one, you think it's going to have great career prospects. And number two, you shouldn't be studying a law degree if you think it's also going to provide you with a fantastic salary. There is a third reason why you shouldn't study a law degree, and I think because there's so many students that study it, often one of the reasons to study a law degree is, I'll do a commerce degree and I'll add the law degree to it to differentiate me. Or I'll do an engineering or a law or an engineering arts or science degree and I'll add law to differentiate me. And if so many students are doing a law degree, 50,000 students studying one right now, doing a law degree adds no differentiation. In fact, it's almost become like studying an arts degree, the default thing that you do. So there's some reasons why you should not study a law degree. But there are still some very good reasons why you should think about studying a law degree. So let's look at what those might be. So here's 3 reasons though why you should think about doing a law degree. And the first reason is that a law degree teaches you how to think and problem solve. The whole structure of the entire degree is about giving you real world problems and then equipping you with legal frameworks and principles to be able to look at both sides of an issue. And that's an incredibly powerful problem solving skill that you can take into so many different careers across your life. So studying a law degree can be really powerful for that reason. The second reason is that if you're genuinely passionate about the role that law plays in the world around us and its ability to make a difference on people's lives, then you should 100% study a law degree because you're doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it because you have a real passion for it, not because you think it'll differentiate yourself or because it'll give you a great career with lots of pay, which we know isn't true. And the third and final reason why you should consider doing a law degree is because at the end of the day, our lives touch upon the law every day, all the time. So it's an incredibly practical degree that can actually improve the interactions that you have with the people around you and in lots of different careers. And what I mean by this is when I was studying my law degree and I realised I didn't want to be a lawyer, I decided to pick subjects that were really practical. Advanced contract law, intellectual property law, media law, subjects that would make a real difference no matter what I did in my career and in my life. So, there are three powerful reasons why you should pick and study a law degree at university. Now, if you've got more questions about studying a law degree, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to be able to help you make the decision on whether or not you're going to study a law degree or not. Secondly, if you want to know about different degrees, leave it in the comments below as well. Let us know what degrees you're wanting to get the real honest sort of truth about, and we'll shoot a video for you. And finally, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, make sure you get the bell so you get notified when our new videos come live every single week. See you next week.